What's up, guys? It's Frost, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a super easy and simple gold farm. This takes not that much effort to make at all, and you could probably make this on your first day or first couple days of a world. It uses 2 double chests of obsidian, and it's really useful for mending your shit, gold obviously, XP for enchanting, all of that, and it's way easier to make than the other designs I've seen on YouTube. Now, before I get into this, actually, I have to tell you guys to make sure to build this in a cold biome or basically any biome that a snow golem won't melt, because if you build this in a desert, for example, the snow golem is going to melt and you're going to be stuck with this big gold farm that doesn't really work at all. So make sure you guys build this in a cold biome, like an ocean or a plains works. I'm in a spruce forest right now. Most people would just recommend an ocean though. And in the sky is the best place to make it. So what you guys want to do is you want to build your first portal and you want to make it 23 by 23. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so what I like to do is I always test the first portal just to make sure that I've built it to the correct dimensions, because you don't want to make it 1 block too high and then the portal doesn't spawn. And then you have to mine up all that obsidian or start over. So always test the first portal and even the second portal, because once you have the 2 portals built, you don't really have to consciously think about the measurements. You can just use the portals to gauge how far to build. So build the second portal right next to it. So again, it's 23 by 23. All right, guys, and then you just test this. Perfect. So what you're going to want to do now is you want to build 20 more portals. 19 more portals this way and 19 more this way. So in total, you're going to have 40 portals on this side. So build out 19 blocks. 1, 2, 3. All right, and for the sake of the tutorial, guys, I'm just going to use commands to fill this all in. All right, so it's going to look like this now. So now I'm going to start building the first side of the filling area. So you're going to want to bring glass and go all the way down. And then you're going to want a 2 high wall. And now you want to come to the center. And you want to build this. You want to get trapdoors. And then go, yeah, too high and place glass here. And then you want to come around. This is going to be for the other side. And you're going to want to bring your walls. And the walls is there so that the pigmen don't get stuck. The walls are thinner than normal blocks, so it's easier for them to walk through. And I'll bring this down a little bit. But before I finish this, I'm going to work on the other side. Basically, you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. So you want 40 more portals, exactly how I showed you before. So I'm just going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So once you're done that, you're going to want to build the glass wall as we did on the other side. All right, so now what we're going to do is, oops, I forgot the walls here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spawn the snowman, have a wall in the center there. And what you want to do is you want to place the snow and then put end rods or chains. Chains work too. Around the snow like this and spawn the snowman. And what the end rods are going to do is just keep them in there. And end rods provide the most visibility for the snowmen so that they can shoot the pigmen. Basically, the snowmen just keep the pigmen activated and running to the center. And then you want to add a roof over the snowman because rain can kill them. All right. And now we can get to the killing areas. All right, so for the killing area, we're going to bring the walls down. It doesn't have to be too far down, actually. I just bring it down a little bit. So we're going to bring it down like 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the walls. All right, guys, my bad. So actually, you have to put the trapdoors on this side. That's just so the pigmen don't accidentally cross over somehow. I've seen it happen, so just put the trapdoors on this side. And then you want to come down here and place glass around the walls. All right, guys, so now we're going to build the actual killing area. For the killing area, you can do mine carts for entity cramming. You can do wither roses. We're going to do mine carts because those are the most accessible for the first couple days. Wither roses aren't really that accessible in the first couple days, but you could do both too, and it would kill them faster. But we're just going to do mine carts. So I'm just going to make a quick little storage area. You can do whatever you want for the storage area. You can make an auto sorter, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just gonna do a couple chests. But I would recommend making an auto sorter to throw out all those golden swords and the rotten flesh. You don't want the gold swords, or you can even smelt the gold swords. It's really up to you. But I usually just throw out the gold swords and the rotten flesh. So you want to put a slab there. This is where you're going to stand for your XP and all that. Yeah, this is where you will stand in AFK. And we want to get our rails. Now, what I do is I use a minecart with furnace because the problem with regular minecarts is oftentimes people will accidentally get into the minecart and it will kill you. And then, if you have an auto sorter, most likely all your shit will just get burned, and that's no fun. So I just use minecarts with furnaces, so I don't really have to worry. Soul coin, bro. So yeah, we want to put in our minecart with furnaces. Just get there, and you want to find like the hitbox right between the hopper and the minecart itself. You can just find the hitbox, as you can see right there. You can see it, the hitbox borders, and you want to put a bunch in. It really depends on what server you're on, how much you need to put. I know on Purity it's like we need to put like 10, but normally it's 24. So you would want to put 24 on each block. So I'm just gonna put a bunch just in case I'm not really counting. That should be good. And then you want to come over to this side, same exact thing. Nice. And this side, same exact thing. All right, perfect. So now, once you guys have that done, the farm is basically finished. I'm just gonna cover up this side. Yeah, the farm is basically finished. So you can light up your portals now. And oops, the snowman died. So guys, yeah, you might want to spawn in when you're done, just because mob skeletons can spawn in here and then shoot the snowmen before the portals are lit. You also might want to name tag them. I know in some servers I've had them despawned if they weren't name tagged. And that shouldn't be the case on vanilla, but it's happened to me on Spigot servers, so I would name tag them just in case. Once I name tagged them, I never ran into that issue ever again. So we're just gonna light up all the portals. And yeah, this farm is basically done. Now we just need to wait for a golem to shoot at a pigman. Oops, I put it in peaceful mode to get rid of that zombie. So let's set it to hard. Alright, as you can see, the snowman just shot that pigman. All the pigments are gonna run in. They run in just fine. They come down here. Minecart suffocate them. They drop their XPs, and all their items go into the chests over here. Alright guys, so that is it for this gold farm. Like I said, super easy and simple. So if you guys want to see me make more tutorials, make sure to like this video and comment what farms you want to see me build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.